helped jump 23% nationwide, with some states seeing wild spikes. Ohio up 67%, Pennsylvania 50%. And here's the kicker: those smartphones, betting apps, making it way too easy to lose it all 24/7. You feeling those celebs like LeBron and Brady pushing their these betting apps during every game. Even Kevin Durant also, with 38 states now in the game and more trying to join. When does convenient become dangerous? Is that a risk free bet really worth the risk? It's just crazy. Now you see a bunch of these states now legal. California, I don't know how they still have betting apps, or you could call up a buddy, like, hey, let me put my money on this parlay type of stuff. Can you break down parlay for me, like, for
Parlay.
God?
It's betting on. So how about this? For example, in the state of California, sports betting is still illegal, but apps like um, Pick Six and Prize Picks and Sleeper, they found a loophole. They call it fantasy. You're fantasy picking players.
Hmm.
It's still sports betting. It's still player props. You just can't bet on. You just can't straight bet in California. Basically, I want to say, and a straight bet is essentially saying this person, this team, or this team is going to win the game by, and they'll have this type of spread or something like that. It's just like essentially who's going to win the game. They don't allow that in California yet. You can't really do that unless you find some loophole or you do a VPN type shit. But you can bet on player stats. You
Hmm.
know, if this player is going to get so a parlay, right?
Yeah.
You know, so a two-leg parlay is basically picking in California. It's basically picking this player is going to go over or under 9 rebounds or 9.5 rebounds, and then this player is going to go over or under assists. You pick two people, that's a two-leg parlay. In other states, in a parlay, you can pick this person, this team is going to win the game, this team is going to win the game, this team is going to win the game. You're just predicting on who you think is going to win the game by how many points.
Okay. So what
That's what a parlay is. It's
does
like,
it mean? Either way, you're gonna win regardless.
no.
What?
Actually, the bigger the parlay, the harder it is to win. And
Mm,
that's why it's getting so bad because it's becoming legal. People, you've seen. I mean, I don't know if you're on Twitter like that, but people have this thing where they advertise somebody. This man last year bet like $5, and he had a big parlay. I don't want to say, or I don't remember, but he turned $5 into like $30,000, and it
mm.
could have been $100,000. Everybody's looking for that quick payday. You can do it for $5. Who's gonna say no? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's trying to get rich, and so they've made it easy by putting it in the palm of your hand.
Mm. Okay.
And so some people are degenerates, so they lose. They be like, I have to make my money back. Let me put 200 down on this. You know,
Yeah, and
and
average better loses 1,500 yearly.
mm-hmm,
And one in five college athletes admit to illegal betting. March Madness 2024, 2025, I guess, expected to hit like 15.5 billion or more. I think this is
mm-hmm,
stats from last year. Betting apps using AI to target vulnerable users. 47% of addicted gamblers consider suicide. Yeah, and it just affects people. Like you said, those low life people are just like, I could get up. I could put all my money into it, my savings. And it's those rare people that just throw their life savings away.
mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with sports betting, but you have to have some self control. Like, hey, putting $5 to $20. It's like if you know how to control your bankroll,
Mm,
hey, that's cool. But if you're putting down your whole paycheck, hoping for a miracle, like nothing's guaranteed. There's no such thing as a lock, a safe pick. At the end of the day, Vegas, you're playing against some of the biggest books in the world. And that's Vegas. You're playing against Vegas. And what do they want to do? They want to make money. They want to take your money.
yeah.
So if you don't think that Vegas has their hands in some of these games, or manipulating some of these games to go a certain way so they don't lose money. If you don't think that, you need to wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
And it just makes it worse because it's become legal. You think these are multi-billion-dollar companies? You don't think they talk? You don't think they one is making money off the other? They
Hmm.
love taking our money. So gamble responsibly.
Hmm. Put limits before you start. Delete apps during recovery attempts. Oh god, it's just harder now, and especially where we live, casinos popping up. It's gonna bring prices up for housing. Yeah, it's gonna build up our economy in our city or town, but like, and then you're just gonna get a lot of people from other places coming in here too, to just to check it out and stuff. But track all losses, not just wins, using blocking software on devices. Very acceptable. Success. Whatever. Fucking hell. It's like everywhere nowadays.
Yeah.
And
And gambling is just as bad. It's an addiction, just like an addiction to drugs, just like an addiction to alcohol. It's an addiction, and
can't stray away from it.
it's only been made easier for people to access. So
Mm.
yeah, we all knew it was gonna. The problem was gonna. At least back then you had to drive somewhere to gamble. Now you could just never
Among
leave your home and gamble in your house. So
everyone.
yeah, you
It's
know.
everywhere.
Hmm.
Hey, I might go to a casino a couple times here and there, but like not all the time. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's crazy. Well, anyways, leave your thoughts on that, guys. Very, you know, what's your guys' thoughts, especially with betting in all these states right now, legalized and trying to get all 50 states. Even in Hawaii, I read that's what they're trying to legalize in Hawaii too. Um,
Gambling?
yeah,
Do they have casinos in Hawaii?
no, I think you got to use VPN and stuff like those
It's
devices.
not legal at all out there.
No,
Gambling?
but in Ohio, I don't somewhere else. In Georgia, I think they blocked it for another year to see if it could pass next year. So